Okay, so welcome you all to a study of Bhagavad Gita as it is. And can I have one volunteer to start off with the prayers? Asra, would you like to go?
What, Mataji, to do the prayers?
Yes.
Yes, Mataji. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishishta Sunyavadi Paschatyatyate Satarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda.
Very nice. Can you also chant the Maha before we go ahead?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much. Okay, so before we go ahead, we are going to take a revision of the verses that we have learnt already. So can I have Rishi to start with? Can Rishi choose a verse and chant?
Can I say 2.41?
Yes, Rishi, Vyavasaya, very nice verse. Go ahead.
Vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kuru nandana bahusaka hiyanantascha buddhayo vyavasayina.
Very nice, very nice. Harsha?
Can I do 2.30? Can I do 2.30? Dehindasyama Badoyam Dehe Sarvasya Bharata Tasma Sarvani Bhutani Tasvam Sotamarhasi.
Very good, Harsha. Good job. I see we have Hare Krishna, Krishna Chaitanya. Go ahead. Choose your verse.
2.63.
Yes.
Bhavati Sammohat Smriti Vibrama. Smriti Brahmasad Vibrama. I think I lost it.
Okay. Anyone wants to try and help Krishna Chaitanya?
Buddhi Nashat Panashyati.
Very good. You want to do it together now?
Say Mataji?
Yes, go ahead.
Krodad Bhavati Sammohat Smriti Vibrama Smriti Brahmsad Buddhinashat Pranasyati.
Very good. Good job. Very nice.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I do 2.44?
Yes. Who's this? Aditya, go ahead.
Yeah, Aditya. Okay. Bhogeshwarya prasaktanam taya parita chetasam yavasayatmika buddhi samadana vidiyate. Hare Krishna Mataji, can I say?
Yes, thank you. Yes.
62. Dhyayato visayan pumsam sangasteshu bhajayate sangat sanjayate kamat krodha vijayate.
Very good, Varun.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I do 2.9?
Yes, Astra.
Vishaya vinivartante nirahasya dehina rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate.
Very good, Astra. And any of the newcomers, would you like to take a verse if you know, or you want to say any verse from the Bhagavad Gita if you know? Okay. So, is there anyone else who wants to try?
Mataji, Vrinda did not get.
Yes. After
Which one? Okay. Karmane.
Karmane vari varate babareshu gadachana babal happara eto varmage rangavat karmane.
Very good, Vrinda. Good job. Very nice. Thank you. Okay. So the verse for today is 264. And this is the last verse of chapter 2. Okay. So we were discussing, okay, this is not a very good news for all of you, but then we were discussing that we are going to have an exam. So among all the verses that we have learnt, we will send you a question bank ahead of time because we are finishing 2 chapters and we have learnt a lot of verses. We will send you a question bank ahead of time, and the questions will strictly come only from the question bank, and they will be extremely simple, I promise. Okay, so maybe in a month or so, maybe in a 2-3 weeks, we'll try to have a small test on these verses that we have learned till 2.64. Okay, it's okay, you can just try writing the test, you can just attempt. Okay, whoever is joining the call, so you can just attempt to write the test, and the question bank will be very small. We'll ask maybe just 10 questions. Okay, we'll make it very easy for you, I promise. Okay, this idea of having an exam is more to encourage all of you to learn nicely. Okay, don't worry too much about your grade or your marks. You won't be judged much. Okay, now let's do 264. This is also an important verse, and this is from chapter 2. Please repeat after me. Ragadvesha vimuktaistu
Ragadvesha vimuktaistu
Vishayanindriyaicharan
Vishayanindriyaicharan
Atma Vishyair Videyatma
Atmavashyavideyatma
Prasadam Adhigacchati
Prasadam adhigacchati
Ragadvesha vimuktaistu
Ragadvesha vimuktaistu
Ragadvesha vimuktaistu
Ragadvesha vimuktaistu
Ragadvesha vimuktaistu
Ragadvesha vimuktaistu
Vishayanindriyaischaran
Vishayanindriyaicharan
Vishayanindriyaischaran
Vishayanindriyaicharan
Vishayanindriyaischaran
Vishayanindriyaicharan
Atmavashyair vidheyatma
Atmavashyavideyatma
Atmavashyair vidheyatma
Atmavashyavideyatma
Atmavashyair vidheyatma
Atmavashyavideyatma
Prasadam adhigacchati
Prasadam adhigacchati
Prasadam adhigacchati
Prasadam adhigacchati
Ragadvesha vimuktaistu
Ragadvesha vimuktaistu
Vishayanindriyaischaran
विषयानिन्द्रियैश्चरन्
आत्मवश्यैर्विधेयात्मा
आत्मवश्यैर्विधेयात्मा
प्रसादम् अधिगच्छति.
प्रसादम् अधिगच्छति.
Very good. Okay. So we are going to look at some keywords to understand the meaning. Okay. Raga is attachment. Dvesha is detachment. Okay. To hate, to not like. Okay. That is dvesha. Vimukta is to become free. And can someone tell me the meaning of prasadam?
The mercy of the Lord.
Yeah. So prasadam is actually mercy. It's not only the, see, when we say prasadam, generally we refer to prasadam that we get to eat, right? But that prasadam is also actually the mercy of the Lord. Okay, it's only the Lord's mercy, the remnants of the food that we get, the bhoga that we offer, Krishna eats that, and the remnants that is remaining is called as prasadam. So this prasadam is nothing but mercy. Okay, so prasadam in general means mercy. Specifically, prasadam can also mean the remnants that is left by the Lord after he honors the bhoga, after he eats the bhoga. Okay, so now let's look at the translation. So even in our previous session, we were emphasizing on the meaning, right? So we are going to, connect these verses in a while. So, but now concentrate on the translation of this verse. Repeat after me. But a person free.
But a person free
From all attachment and aversion.
From all attachment and aversion.
And able to control his senses.
And able to control his senses.
Through regulative principles of freedom.
Through regulative principles of freedom.
Can obtain the complete mercy of the Lord.
Can obtain the complete mercy of the Lord.
Okay, so I'm just going to read the translation for all of you. But a person free from all attachment and aversion and able to control his senses through regulative principles of freedom can obtain the complete mercy of the Lord. So we are going to see what this actually means. Okay? The meaning, the exact meaning of what Krishna is trying to tell us. So in our previous session, we spoke about unrestricted senses. So in our previous two verses, which was verses 62 and 63, we saw what was the result of unrestricted senses. So can someone tell me what happens when you have unrestricted senses? Can you tell me the chain of reaction starting from attachment? I mean, contemplating on the objects of the senses. You can start from there.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Can I say it?
go ahead. Yes.
It says that on the object of the senses, we develop attachment, and then from attachment, lust comes, and then from lust, anger, and then from anger, we get delusion, and then loss of memory, and then when the memory is, and then the intelligence is lost, and then one falls down to the mature world.
Perfect. So this was verses 62 and 63. So right from contemplation of the objects of the senses, we saw the entire chain of reaction. So after contemplation of the objects of senses, what comes? Everyone can say.
Attachment.
What's the second step? Very good.
Then
After attachment?
Lust.
Okay. And from lust?
Anger.
Anger if you're unsatisfied.
Anger. If unsatisfied, very good. If unsatisfied, It results in anger. And whose example did we see for stage 1?
Was it?
Okay, which demon?
Ravana.
No.
Yeah, Ravana.
Ravana. Yes, very good. Okay, so after anger, what happened?
Delusion.
Continue the chain. After anger. Okay.
Delusion.
Of memory.
Very good. Then.
Intelligence.
Very good.
And then falls down into gross material existence.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now all of you can go on mute. Okay. So after that, we also saw the example of Prahlad. We also saw the example of Prahlad, saying that Prahlad, he was very, very tolerant even during provoking situations. So he handled the situation very, very nicely by being very tolerant. So that is what we saw. And then we also saw that just tolerance is not very easy. Tolerance is not very easy. Tolerance comes only from the result of a satisfied heart. When one feels satisfied within, then he is able to practice tolerance very nicely. And how does inner fulfillment come? It comes through the steady practice of devotion. So, the more we practice the process of devotion, the more we feel happy, the more we feel satisfied, and from that satisfaction, we are able to develop tolerance. We are able to develop tolerance. If we develop tolerance, then we can control this whole process of getting angry. And because of anger, there is so much problem. So how do we control this entire situation? It is by the art of developing tolerance that comes from a practice, steady practice of devotional service. Okay? And we saw some examples like chanting and honoring prasadam. So as we eat prasadam, our senses become purified. So from the point of goodness, we can transcend to the point of pure goodness. So can everyone go on mute till I ask you to speak so that there is no echoing? So I'm going to mute everyone, and when I'm unmuting, you can speak, okay? Because there were complaints that there were a lot of echoes, okay? Okay. Now, let's look at a story of excess hate. So in this verse, we saw that one must be free from two things. One was attachment and the other was hate or detachment. That is attachment and aversion. Both are not good. One should become free from these two. So let's see a story from the Ramayana that was spoken by Sita. Okay? So, you all know the basic story of Ramayana. What happened during the Ramayana? Sita was kidnapped by Ravana and Sita was kept in the Ashokavan. Okay, when she was kept in that Ashokavan, she was actually tortured by some of the female demons who were kept guard there, who were guarding Sita Devi. Now, after Ram came to Lanka and he fought with Ravana and Ravana was killed, after that, Hanuman, who was the servant of Lord Ram, he came to Ashokavan to come and tell Sita the good news that Ravana was killed and Ram was victorious. So when Hanuman came to Ashokavan to see Sita, at that time Hanuman gave her the good news and he told Sita something very interesting. So he told Sita, these demon ladies who are here, they have tortured you so much, given you so much pain. So I am very, very angry with them and I am going to kill all of them. They have to be punished. So when Sita heard this, you know what Sita said? She said, I don't have any hatred towards them. She was free from all hatred in spite of being tortured like that. So she was completely free of hatred, and she said a story. She told Hanuman another story. Okay? So this is the story we are going to see. So once there was a hunter, and he went to the forest. And usually hunters, they go in search of animals and they kill animals. But then it so happened that that particular day was a very unfortunate day for this hunter. This hunter was being chased by a tiger. Yeah? So being chased by this tiger, the hunter was running for his life, and he saw a big, beautiful tree. So this hunter, he thought this is the best way to escape from this tiger, and he started climbing that tree. So he climbed the tree, and very soon he reached the top of the tree. But then that tree was the abode or the house of a bear. The bear had his house on top of the tree. So when he climbed on this tree, the tiger looked at the bear and he told the bear that we both are forest animals. This hunter is a foreigner. He doesn't belong to the forest. He's a human being. So you do me a favor. You push down that hunter and I will have that hunter for my breakfast. Okay? So he asked the bear to do him a favor. But you know what the bear said? The bear said, no. He has come to my house. He is my guest. How can I betray him? How can I push him down? I will be nice to him. It is my duty to show kindness to a person who has come to my shelter. So this is the thing the bear told the tiger. And then the tiger thought for a minute and he gave a proposal to the hunter. He said, oh hunter, you know what? You should do this. You push the bear down. Instead of eating you, I will eat the bear. And the hunter, he was not a very kind person. He pushed the bear. But the bear was smart enough to catch hold of another big branch and he held on to the tree. Now the tiger told him, see, you were so considerate, you were so kind, but look at how the hunter has behaved. He's so cruel. In spite of you being nice to him, he pushed you down. So this is the chance. You should not be nice to this hunter who has betrayed you like this. So this is the chance. Now you understand why I keep telling you not to trust human beings. You push him down now. Even at that time, this bear kept saying the same thing. He said, it doesn't matter. Yes, he has not shown kindness towards me. He's been bad to me. But still, I will remain kind. I will always follow what is the right thing. The right thing is to never put anyone in trouble, especially because he has come to my shelter in my house. So this story was narrated by Sita to Hanuman. And she said to Hanuman, Hanuman, you know that bear, he was very wise. Even I want to be like that bear. Okay? These demons, you know, they don't have any other personal hatred towards me. They are being paid by Ravana and they are torturing me. That's all. But tomorrow, when I go back to Ram, these demonesses, they are going to come and they are going to serve me. They are going to be nice to me. So don't blame them for anything. Let us be kind towards these demonesses. This was something that Sita displayed. Okay, in spite of others being not nice to her, she still chose to be kind. She was completely free from hatred. Okay, so now how many of you, I'm going to unmute everyone, or you can unmute yourselves actually, all of you can unmute yourselves as and when needed. So how many of you have heard this from your parents? Don't do this, don't do that. You know, whatever you try to do, your mother or your father comes and tells you, don't do this. Has anyone heard this at home?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
Okay. Can someone tell me one example of the situation if your mother has told you not to do something?
My mom said No, don't do it.
Oh, your mom told you? Okay, why did she tell you?
I don't know, because she just told me.
She told you not to do mischief?
Why did I tell you not to?
She told you not to play, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So generally, we don't like to be told don't do, okay? And we all like freedom. We all like freedom. We have some sense of attachment to doing something wrong, and we have an aversion towards doing the right thing. It is nature. It is not only for kids, it's for everyone. If you're told not to do something, you feel like doing it because you want freedom, you want to choose, right? But sometimes we need guidance. Sometimes we need guidance to be told what is right and what is wrong, and we need some kind of restriction. Okay? We need some kind of restriction for a better long-term benefit. So it is very important for us to regulate our actions. Regulation of actions becomes very, very important if we want to achieve something good in the long term. Just like student life. So we all know we all go to school and then we have to go to college, and then, you know, grad life is no easy. You have to slog for 4 years. And at the end of it, what do you receive? You receive your graduation and you go get a good paying job. So, no pains, no gains. Everyone goes through this problem, right? So we all have this, you know, we have to go through a lot of hardships as a student. But then we realize that these small hardships, these restraints are for a better purpose. Over a period of time, we get a higher benefit because of going through these hardships. Just like flying a kite. Okay? Now again, you can unmute yourselves. How many of you like flying kites? No one?
Me?
No one likes
Me.
Okay, very good, very good. So, how do you control your kite? Can someone tell me?
By holding on to the string. I hold
Say that again, by holding on to? By holding on to?
By holding on to the string.
Very good. So you control the kite by holding on to the string. Now, if you leave the string, what happens? The kite just flies and it gets stuck to a tree, or it just gets lost. So to fly a kite nicely, you need a restraint. Restraint means control. You just can't let it loose, right? So you need to hold on to a thread or to a rope or to a, whatever you call it, a wire, to control that kite and play with it nicely. Okay? So therefore, even in life, in many cases, we all need certain restraints. Okay? And when you restrain the kite, that is when there is enjoyment. If you just leave that thread like that, the kite is going to fly away and there is no fun flying the kite. Okay? Similarly, the same thing happens in our lives too. For example, if you're sick, if you have severe cold, would it be nice to go and eat lots of ice cream? Or would it be better to have something hot and warm? What is better? You know, just because you love ice cream doesn't mean that you go. You want to have something warm. Yeah,
Hot and warm.
You want to have something hot and warm. Because it is good for you. Even though you don't like something hot and warm, you will still have it because it is good for you. So this is not the time for enjoyment. This is not the time for ice cream. So you get to know that fact very nicely. Because when you are sick, you must do what is needed. You must go through that pain of drinking something hot only. You cannot have ice cream at that time. Okay, so therefore, freedom should be there, but it should be regulated freedom. That's why in this verse we saw the principle of regulations that leads to freedom. So therefore, we accept all good principles and we give up bad principles to make our life nice and to progress both spiritually and also in our day-to-day life. So therefore we have regulative principles. Like we don't eat certain things, we don't do certain things. Why is all that there? Because these regulative principles ultimately lead us to the permanent freedom. They give us ultimate happiness. So regulation is needed if we really want happiness in the long term. So that is what Krishna is saying in this verse. Okay? So now let's see if we can get some of you to recite the verse by yourselves. You can take turns and unmute yourselves, and one by one everyone can recite the verse. And the translation. Yes.
विमुक्तैस्तु विषयानिन्द्रियैश्चरन् आत्मा प्रसादम् अधिगच्छति.
Very good, Aditya.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Can I check?
Yes.
Ragadvesha vimuktaistु Shran Atma Vishyar Vidyatyatma Prasadam Adhigacchati. Do I read the translation? But a person free from all attachment and aversion and able to control his senses through the regulated principle of freedom can obtain the complete mercy of the Lord. Thank you, Mike.
Very good, very good.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Krishna Chaitanya.
Yes, Krishna Chaitanya, go ahead.
Ragadvesha vimuktaistु विषयानिन्द्रियैश्चरन् आत्ममस्यैर्विधेयात्मा prasadam adhigacchati.
Very good.
Now the person free from all attachment and aversion and able to control the senses through regulated principles of freedom can obtain the complete mercy of the Lord.
Very good. Yeah. I think Varun wants to go. Go ahead, Varun.
Ragadvesha yumuktaistu Visayanindriyaischaran Atma Vasaya Videyatma Prasadam Adhigacchati.
Very good, Varun. Thank you. And anyone else? Next.
Can I try?
Yes, Harsha. Go ahead.
Rishi, this is Rishi.
Rishi, sorry, it's Rishi.
Ragadvesa vimuktaistu visayan indriyascharan atma vasyar videyatma prasadam adhigacchati.
Very good. Translation, please.
But a person free from all attachment and aversion and able to control his senses through regulative principles of freedom can obtain the complete mercy of the Lord.
Very good, very good. Good. Who's next? Anyone wants to go next? I see Karthik, I see Vishal, I see Harsha, I see Brinda.
Mataji, Vrinda doesn't know this one, Mataji.
Oh, okay, no problem. Anyone else wants to go? You can unmute yourselves and you can go. Everyone can unmute by themselves. Okay, if you don't want to do the verse, you can do the translation. Anyone else? Okay.
But person free from all attachment and aversion to able to control his senses through regulated principles of freedom can obtain the complete mercy to the Lord.
Of the Lord. Very good. Good reading. Thank you, Harsha. Okay. So yeah, I think we have Karthik, Anshu and Vishal. Next time if you want to participate, do let us know. Okay, so we'll end the call here. And if you all have any realizations, anyone wants to share what they learned or have any realizations on this? Sure, you can go ahead.
30%, free from all attachment and aversion, and able to control his senses through regulative principles of freedom, can obtain the complete mercy of the Lord.
Thank you so much, Brinda. Very good reading. Good. Okay. So anyone wants to share anything you liked in this verse, or you have any questions?
So this is Anshu. So I liked how they were talking about I like the
Anshu?
example. Yeah. So I like the example when you talked about the kite.
Very good. Yeah. Thank you so much, Anshu. Thank you for speaking up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay. Then we can end the call and we'll meet you again with another verse next week. Okay. And I will soon prepare a question bank and send for your reading. And we'll just ask random questions from that so that we are all, we are ready to move on with our next
Mataji, on a test, will there be sloka and translation?
Yeah, I will give you question bank. It will be very simple. It will just be fill in the blanks, multiple choice. I will give you the key also. Okay, in the question bank, the answers will also be given. You just have to read that question bank, and I will take only 10 questions from that question bank and ask you. It will be very simple. Okay, even baby kids can do it. It will be very simple. Both translation and words. Okay, in simple format.
So Mataji, when is this gonna happen? So I just told my mom this. She came back from the temple, so she wanted to know when this is gonna happen.
It will be in about maybe 3rd week of May. You want to try? 3rd week of May. We'll have 3 weeks.
Hello, Mataji. Hello?
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Yes. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, my son wants to talk with you.
Yeah.
Hi. I was mute. Can I read a sloka? Krishna Mataji?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Raga Dresa Vimuktastu Visan Indraisan Karan Atma Vasvari Vede Atma Rasadam Adi Gachyati.
Very good. What's your name?
Vishal. My call was in mute.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Vishal. Very good. Very nice. Thank you for joining. Okay, good. So we'll send you, don't worry, we'll just send a small question bank. It won't be difficult. It'll just be fill in the blanks and maybe multiple choice. And even if you don't, even if you write 1 or 2 answers, that is also fine. This is just, to encourage all of you to learn all the shlokas. Okay? So it will be maybe 3rd week of May. But we'll continue with our classes as usual from next week. We'll go to chapter 3 next week. Okay? We'll end the call. Vancha kalpataru Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you for taking the call.
Preethi Vilasini Mataji ki jai. Thank you, Mataji.
What's the number?
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.